It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Bijan Robinson, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Falcons and the Jets, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the man out of Florida State, Jordan Travis.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Working out of the gun, it's Travis. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they are led by their veteran, it's Kirk Cousins.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face second down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run over center with Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A give, and here comes Robinson. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Robinson. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action now, it's Travis. Nowhere to go, he is taken down. Third down and 9.
Here we go, set. Check right.
Travis to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On comes Thomas Morstead. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point of the season. So he's hoping to put together a solid 2nd half to try to take home the title. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
On the give, it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Here we go. Set.
A 1st down throw for Travis. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Travis. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. That is about as good a half as you will ever see out of a running back. Greg, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Another run here with Hall. And he had to push through one tackler, but is racked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He was looking for Malachi Corley. And that'll set up fourth down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The Falcons offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Robinson. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll lose big yardage on this one, trying to get to the edge. Instead, steps out of bounds well behind the line.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here's Hall. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here's a third down and 4.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Travis. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. They get 18 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able to and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he will get into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Hey, go.
Conklin goes in motion.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
Ready, set.
So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, as are the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started with the two teams the Hall of Famer Tony Dungy had great successes with as a head coach. Indianapolis taking on Tampa Bay. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Puka Nacua with a touchdown reception from Matthew Stafford. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Oh, yeah. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
What's that?
They'll go again with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game.
What's that?
They'll run it here with Algier. He is in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Travis. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to
carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
What's that?
Here's Cousins. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Cousins gonna throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Set, hunt.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
2nd down, Travis. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready.
Throwing is Travis. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one, returnable. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Still 2nd down.
To hunt. Where's the hunt?
Here's Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6.
To hunt. Where's that?
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll work forward only to about the 18. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Algier. And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run here with Algier. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Travis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's go. Hut.
Travis. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
What's that?
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9.
What's that?
They run over center with Robinson. On that one, it'll set up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing now, Cousins. Open man, right side. He's got it. He'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
What's that?
Now, Cousins. This is caught at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now Travis. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Let's go now. Smith red. Quick, yellow.
They'll go play action. Travis. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. So it's a win here for the Falcons. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.